Hey guys, enter the stars. And I want to address a few things. We're going to have a little real talk chat today, okay? Because we've all been through a lot over the past week. I just decoded this film called The Truman Show from the 1990s. And there are some concerns about the kind of work that I do. And this is exactly why we had to take a stand against what happened. Now, any negative comments will be deleted because this is real talk, you guys. This isn't an attack on this person. But this will give you a little snapshot into what I perceive as a psyop. You see, here's the thing. On one end, we had the good, the holy, the trust, the faith. You know, the entire community was behind this man. And then on the other end, we had the dark side. I mean, this was something out of a Star Wars movie. It was almost as if the dark side was exaggerated the opposite direction from the good side. And I hope you guys are following me on this. Again, this isn't an attack. These are simply observations. The dark side we saw, and it was everything that he talked about on his channel, about the pillars, the two pillars of good and evil. And that is how Satan does it. Now, how does this work with the Truman Show decode that we did? How does this all fit in? Well, as you can see about any of the decodes that we do, there is one glaring fact, and that is that Satan is obsessed with Jesus Christ. I'll say that again. There is one glaring fact, and that is that Satan is obsessed with Jesus Christ. Here we have the most evil entity in the universe, obsessed with Jesus Christ, and hopefully I've demonstrated that to you guys over the years doing these film decodes. There is always a Jesus factor. So what makes it any different for the wolf in sheep's clothing, if in fact this is what this is? To be the same tactic. And the devil has done an effective job at creating doubt, because channels like mine are now brought into question. Other channels that love Jesus are now brought into question. And that is how Satan does it. He creates the black and the white. He creates the good and the evil. He creates the red and the blue, the citizen, the foreigner. He creates the duality. And it's amazing because these are some of the very same concepts that Round Saturn's Eye talked about on his channel. And he was right about those things. Because what happens is when you bring both pillars down, which is what happened to him, you bring both pillars down. When you bring the evil down, you bring the good with it. You guys, this is 9/11 all over again. The two pillars. Do you see how the devil works now? This is how he deceives. This is how he keeps you from truth. Do not give up on the fight for truth, you guys. The fruit will bear itself. Always. The fruit on this channel has been good. But don't let this situation cause you to mistrust. You have to go to the word yourself. Don't follow any man. Don't follow me. You have to contemplate and pray about the information that you're getting. And you have to realize that the devil will tell half the truth to tell half the lie. Okay? I'll say that again. The devil will tell half the truth to tell half the lie. Don't follow any man. Contemplate the things that you're being shown and pray about it. You'll never hear me condemn you. You'll never hear me say, if you don't believe what I believe, you're not going to go to heaven. You're never going to hear me say that. because everything that I talk about is based in the Word. But we have to relearn the Bible because we've been given the milk version of it. We've been given the false version of the Bible in the understanding of it. And we simply dig deeper. And this is prophecy of the last days. Now, I'm proud of each and every one of you because all of us are part of this process. You guys are what keep this going. I've noticed some things in the comments section, and you're going to notice them too. Many of the same people that are defending Round Saturn's Eye are now attacking channels like mine, calling me a false teacher. Look in the comments section. I'll say that again. Many of the same people that are defending Round Saturn's Eye are now going out and calling people like me false teachers. Think of the hypocrisy of that. Here we have a guy who was nothing of what we thought he was. Even if he changed, it still created the duality, which creates the conflict within us, right? That is Satan's tactic. They're defending his actions, which are overtly satanic, defiant, not humble, and then turning around and attacking channels like mine and calling me a false teacher when I've had full disclosure on this channel about who I am from the beginning. I've admitted all my sins to you guys from the past that are not following me into the present, and the level of those sins far is dwarfed by channels like RSC, the one we saw with all of the past history with the satanic, ritualistic, basically the epitome of selling out at that point. Let's be honest, you guys. And if we can't have these real discussions about this stuff without saying someone's judging someone, then you need to take a look at your own life and ask yourself, if I went to a church every day and I knew a pastor had a pornography problem and he never completely put it away, who's going to stand up? Who's going to say something? Are we going to say we can't judge him? Let's just keep on going. Husband comes home drunk every night. Is out womanizing. What are you going to say? Oh, go ahead, honey. I can't judge you. Do what you got to do. As long as you believe in Jesus. That's your past. Well, it's kind of your present too, but hey, we can't judge each other. We have the wrong idea about what judgment means. Only one person in the universe can judge, and that is God. Now, there are forms of judgment. Withdrawing your love from someone is a form of judgment. Treating them differently than you treat other brothers and sisters is judgment. Yes. This is not judgment. This is calling out a sin. Loving the sinner, calling out the sin. Somebody's got to stand up for sin. Stand against sin. Somebody's got to do it. Okay? And there are a lot of Christians that are on the fence and don't want to stand up to this stuff. And that's fine. That's your prerogative. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I'm making a stand. Because if I don't make a stand, who am I? All of a sudden I start falling in that watered down category, and then you can have a problem with me. Then you can say he's a false teacher because he doesn't stand for anything. He kind of just goes with the flow. Kind of just lets stuff happen. So maybe that's going on in his own life. Do you see how that works? Anyway, guys, I love you. I just wanted to do a little chat and talk to you about this stuff because it's very important. Take care and be safe.